So we're good to start now. Thank you everyone who has joined us for the session, for the orientation session. So this orientation session is kept by ACFE in association with Netrika, who's the only authorized training partner for CFE course in Netrika. So for today's session, I am accompanied by one of the authorized trainer by ACFE in India, Mr. Surat Mukherjee, and we will be taking you through the course modules, what exactly is exam review course by ACFE in India. So ACFE has this exam review course all across the globe. In India, they have been they launched this exam review course through Netrika, and we will be orienting you on the entire course structure and why CFE, and also we'll give you a glimpse of how the entire course will be structured, how the course questions, the examination questions will be taking through the examination, small examination prep as well, that you will be doing. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah.
I hope. Yeah, I'm audible to everyone. So sorry, this is very important call coming. Yeah. So moving on to the session, to the end of the day today. What exactly I will be covering? First and foremost, you must know about the authorization and the license Netrika holds in terms of the exam review course. We will be taking you through the entire structure of the certified exam course. Then what is ACFE, and all you want to know about the CFE exam, and the content outline also we'll be taking you through today. So everyone who's preparing to become a CFE, with us, without us, that doesn't matter at all here. We will be taking you through what will you be learning and what you need to know for appearing exam for CFE, what are the benefits and the scope, then roadmap to become a CFE in 60 days. How can you take a challenge to become a CFE in 30 to 60 days? And the authorized trainers will be also introduced with the authorized trainers of ACFE in India. Will be also taking with the prep questions, and what are the options you have on the exam review schedule basically. And then you will also listen to a few industry colleagues of yours who have recently done the exam review course, what they have to say about this. So very brief introduction about myself. First, I am the trainings and development head for Netrika. So training and certifications comes under my gamut. I head the entire practice. Netrika Consulting, we are a global leader in skill development, exclusive international certification, and we are authorized training partners for many international courses in India. We're bringing many international courses to India under Netrika's gamut. We are an exclusive license partner for ACF in India. And while you're speaking to us in regards to any query for your certified fraud examiner course or your journey, any query you can come to us, because we represent ACF in India. So that's our role. Apart from CFE courses, we have many other courses in other different domains and different industries that we can always let you know in our separate conversation. But today is a day where we will discuss CFE, Certified Fraud Examiner course. So ACFE. So you, if at all this came to you as like a new thing, wherein our counselor maybe touched base with you and maybe told you that are you looking forward to become a CFE or not? Today you will be also uncovering why you should become a CFE, even if it was not on your mind, why you should become a CFE. Looking at your profile, we will explain you that why you should become a CFE. So ACFE, as you know, is CFE course is marketed and developed by ACFE. It's the only association to accredit you to become a fraud examiner. So fraud examination courses, I'm not sure we have any other course available across, which makes you a fraud examiner. A certified fraud examiner is only accredited by ACFE, which is the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners. This is the world's largest anti-fraud organization and premier provider of anti-fraud training and education. So together with more than 85,000 members across the countries, ACFE is proudly doing CFE course and updating the content and bringing you the latest version and techniques to do and uncover frauds. Let's go to the CFE. What exactly is CFE? So CFE is an examination. It's a credential. You become a certified fraud examiner after going through 4 subjects. For 4 subjects, they will be testing you on these 4 subjects. Then only you become a CFE. So these 4 subjects are investigations, then fraud deterrence and prevention, law and financial transactions. So these 4 subjects are like core of CFE, and you need to pass the examination of these 4 different subjects, which are stitched all together to fraud only. But these 4 subjects are separate and independent to each other, but in light of fraud, of course. So that's going to be should be your understanding that I am appearing for 4 subjects. I'm learning these 4 subjects to become a CFE. So one thing my trainers also say, and every CFE would say, that over a full career, a CFE can make 6 lakhs more dollar than a non-CFE. So this is a gold standard certification. And am I not clear? Mr. Sandeep is saying that my voice is not clear. Is that so?
No, at least it's clear to me, Suruchi. I'm not sure about others.
Somebody else as well, unmute them.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Very loud and clear. Thanks.
Sandeep, thank you so much. Sandeep, could you please check your internet connection or switch? Maybe will rejoin us. I'm audible. I'll repeat if you think you missed something else here. All right. So yes, you make more money or make the career in terms of the salary will be better if you are a CFE. So that's what it brings out, and it's a gold standard certificate as a certification. Many organizations across the globe, many consulting firm across even the projects. If any client is giving a project to anyone, any consulting firm, as the capacity of any service provider, they want their projects to be handled by CFEs basically, or even an organization ecosystem is now recognizing it, that we should bare minimum, like for any role, let's suppose you must be a C or a CS. So for these fraud examiners role, or anything to with where there is a line of fraud that you are tackling, they want you to at least be a CFE. That's why now I will take you through how many CFEs are coming to us, how budding prospects or budding people who are wanting to become CFE are coming to us and inquiring about the course, because there's a demand of having CFEs in the organization. So moving ahead, I will be taking you through so this is something I want my speaker today, Mr. Surat Mukherjee. I will also like him to introduce himself in the brief manner. And he's the authorized trainer with ACFE. He's the co-speaker with me today. We will be telling you that what all modules are you covering under each section, and what is the weightage of the the percentage of the subject that's going to be in the examination. Over to you, Surat sir.
Yeah, hi Suruchi. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Netrika seminar for CFE, a better understanding of the course and how it can lead you to better career prospects and also the knowledge which you get. I am Surat Mukherjee. I am a chartered accountant, cost accountant, CISA, CFE by qualification. I am presently head of internal audit for ACC Limited, based out of Mumbai. Before ACC, I worked as head of internal audit for Dalmia Bharat Group for almost 13 years, before which I have worked as head of internal audit for Sony, as well as head of business strategy and so on, and controlling in Sony. I worked there for 10 years. Before that, I worked with Philips India for about 5 years, and I did my qualification through PwC while doing my articleship out there. Very happy to be with you all. I am an authorized trainer for CFE, and as you can see, under each of these subjects, there are sub-modules, and typically there is a breakup which is there with respect to the multiple choice questions which comes under these. So you see under financial transaction and fraud schemes, you will have the sub-segments like accounting concept, financial statement frauds, asset misappropriation, under which you have cash receipts, asset misappropriation, fraudulent disbursement, so on and so forth. And typically the questions will come all around the syllabus, but each segment will have its weightage, so you can actually calculate. And but if you ask me, I would not recommend you to really have too much concern about how much the weightage is given, because based on the way we teach the subjects and the way we deliver the content, if you go by that and the mechanics which we will tell you and the regular guidance of both Suruchi and Monica throughout the course, if you follow them to the T, I think assurance is 99% guarantee. 1% I leave to all other components, but 99% we can guarantee that you will sail through.
Absolutely, absolutely. So thank you so much. We will now go to the other section. So these basically is to acquaint you with the kind of modules are being taught under each section, so that you know when you say financial transaction fraud schemes, people come up to us and tell us that am I supposed to do some accounting or some financial transaction? Do I have to do some practical? We need to solve them. So we are just taking you through that how these super modules, which are financial transaction fraud schemes, are structured in a way. What are the subjects and modules are being taken up under that? As rightly said by Surat sir, we as an exam review provider, when we are teaching you or what we are guiding you on will be totally fine-tuned to your examination, that you are targeting an examination, and what we explain you will be totally in lines with the examination. Going ahead with the other subject, that is law. So anything, Surat sir, these are the topics that you cover under law subject. So yeah.
Right. So again, Suruchi, one big question which comes from most of the participants who get into the class is that I'm very afraid about law. So law is a subject which scares most of the people. But let me assure all of you that this law syllabus is not structured around one requirement that you need to mark up a lot of sections, read a lot of sections, and reproduce them in the exam. This is more of a concept. Both mostly you can say European and US laws which are taught out here, but in the multiple choice questions you are not required to reproduce any sections or any specific law provisions. It is more on the practice side of the law. So whenever you are seeing accounting or law, don't be at all taken aback by thinking that these are huge subjects and it will need a lot of legal knowledge. They will not be. Even in accounting, we find people who are absolutely non-accountants with no accounting background cracking the exam immediately. So it is very, very important that the course is crafted in a manner to give you, the reader, an edge over how to deal with fraud situations, how to do interviews, how to understand what is right and what is not right according to the law. Those laws would be related to different kinds of frauds, how you are going to interview a suspect, all of that.
Absolutely. So this is investigation subject, that what all will be covered under the investigation as a subject. So you will be covering all these modules. So don't go by the weightage, as Suraj has said. That we will let you know what is important and what's not important while you are on the course as well. All right. The most important thing here is understanding the concept. What kind of a language are they framing the question onto? What are they trying to make you learn? So we will be taking you through each while you are on the course. So these are the content subjects and modules that have been covered under investigation. Anything on this, Suraj sir, you would like to say, or should I just?
I think we can move on.
Yes. So this is the fourth subject, fraud prevention and deterrence, where, so if you see, all modules are stitched to understand and uncover fraud, but in different lines altogether. So these we will be sharing this presentation with you so that you get better understanding, and the course outline, this is called course outline, will be also shared with you. All right, moving on to the session here, where why become a CFE, the gold standard of excellence in the anti-fraud prevention worldwide. So we've already covered this part where we say that you're increasing your earnings. A non-CFE or a CFE will earn always 34%. If you do the survey also, 2019 ACFE did the survey where they found out that CFEs earn 34% more than compared to non-CFEs. So this is one thing that you should, if you're pursuing it at an individual level, to cover yourself. Okay. And if an organization is trying to take you through the course, it is for their ecosystem. How can they better their fraud examinations? Hence, they request you to become a CFE. This is one thing that you have to keep in mind. Advance your career with CFE certification, like international. So because you're becoming an international fraud expert. So when you're becoming a CFE, you're not becoming a CFE in India, okay? It's a global certification. So you're joining that international network after becoming a CFE, because since it's a global certification and giving you an edge over others, while it's making you a club member of international fraud experts. And we've said enough that it is a gold standard professional excellence. Then there's a visibility and credibility while you're in the market. Obviously CFE enjoy more visibility and the credibility worldwide, and it's most marketable credential today. Nearly 90% of the Fortune 500 companies employ at least one CFE in India, or globally. That's what we have surveyed on. Suraj sir, would you also like to say something on this? Why a person should become a CFE?
I think, Suruchi, in the first place, the most important thing would be that when you are entrusted with the responsibility of leading investigations or leading the investigation department, because these days most of the organizations are compelled by law to have a whistleblower helpline, and thereafter a complete ecosystem of investigator, vigilance, whatever you call it. So they need it to be suitably manned. And what better than having a CFE qualification, which actually allows you to be recognized. It's a gold standard. So once you are done with this, people understand that you as an individual, you understand the nuances of investigation, the do's and don'ts, the process, the procedure, and that augmented with your parallel qualification which you already hold and the experience would package you into a very, very great product. So if you are to be selected for a role, people do look today for CFE as a qualification, without which it will be difficult for the talent to explain to the interviewer what he has done.
And overall, it also adds to your skill set.
Absolutely.
This is the most important thing for anyone to attain any training or any certification, that what is adding to my portfolio, to my day-to-day life, because if you are a CFE, the way you are progressing on the case or a project that you're handling will be totally different approach than a non-CFE, because you know it better, the global standards, to approach a case and approach the entire project which you will be at. So that obviously will be adding. This is the most important thing you should be targeting on. All of this is of course byproducts when you become a CFE, about your salary or getting into a club of international fraud experts. These are byproducts, but the first and foremost thing for anyone to even plan a course, that what is it adding to me at an individual level. So that's going to be, should be your takeaway. So moving ahead of it, how does CFE affect? This is, we've discussed it enough. This is a survey that's been done by ACFE, how it's affecting the career earnings, because this is also a need of the hour for many people, that if you're doing something, people also come up to, am I getting better opportunities? Am I getting better international opportunities? Yes, you obviously you will be opening a door to the opportunities if you are taking any global certification, and in the domain for fraud or investigation, or in the examination of fraud prevention. Yeah, this is the only and only gold standard certification. If at all you think that your role and responsibilities or your career prospects are around this job role, you must take up the course, and yes, obviously better your earnings as well. Or you need to know about the CFE exam. So this is the most important part of the orientation today, that which will explain you that what is it all about. I have already said that it's an examination. So its examination format is that these are 4 subjects independently dealt. So you have to appear for 4 subjects. So these 4 subjects has to be passed to become a CFE. So if you pass 3 subjects, not able to clear the 4th one, you can't become a CFE. You will not be awarded the certification. If you've passed 1 and failed 3, you don't have to reattempt the past one. One subject which is passed is passed. So you can park that and you can move ahead with the second one. So ACFE in totality gives you 2 years to reappear for the examination if you're not able to pass, but yeah, up to 3 attempts only. So you can attempt any subject up to 3 times only, and reconsiderations are in some certain case-to-case basis are available, but only with ACFE they see the progress and then only allow you to reattempt after the 3rd attempt. That's retained with ACFE only. What is the examination procedure? So examination procedure, they've just recently launched 2021, last year 21 July, Prometric. So they only take exam, because of the virtual thing, they only take examination on the virtual platform through Prometric. You can do a home proctored exam on the Prometric platform, or a Prometric center, which most of you will know that they have a popular examination center. You can also go at the nearby examination center and appear for the exam. So these are the only, Prometric is the only way. Of course, 2 things, home proctored or a test center. So 2 things that you can, 2 ways that you can appear the examination. 60 days are given to complete the exam. I would like to explain you. I said 2 years, but why are we saying 60 days? So the first key that you get, from us, or even if you take the keys from ACFE directly, if you're not sitting for any, or not seeking help for any exam review course, so 60 days from all the keys get activated. So you need to appear for the exam first time at least within those 60 days. So today, let's suppose it's 4th of February, you did investigation. So other 3 exams you need to clear by 4th of April or whatever the calendar days. So 60 days, you need to keep this in mind, that once I'm appearing for the first exam, my clock for next 3 also starts up. You can always request ACFE that you want certain delays in case of any emergency, medical emergency, or any work emergency. That's also case-to-case basis, but as per the schedule in the process, this is what you have. Once you've started attempting a section, it needs to be completed in one sitting. Okay, it's not something you can't take pause. You have to clear the exam in the one sitting, as in 2 hours. It's a 2-hour exam. You have to complete the exam into that 2 hours. It's a time-bound exam. It's not necessary, that's what I said. It's not necessary to complete all portions in one session. So one section will be taken, as in today you can select one section and you can always take another section later within that 60 days. Exam review course by Netrika. We have explained you that we are the authorized training partner. We are here to build up your concept, hold your hand, give you a challenge of 30 to 60 days and make you a CFE within that. This is what comes with the exam review course by ACFE, which is led through Netrika in India. And then 32 hours means we will take you through each subject one day. So 4 subjects will be taken over 4 weeks. So one Sunday you will be preparing on your concepts, learning through the trainer. Trainer will explain you everything to the bit, and then coming week you will appear for the exam, or that very day you do your exam and you will pass that subject. That's what we say, and that's what people are doing. That once you take the class, do a bit of pre-prep before you come for the class, do certain. So we've got a program which is totally fine-tuned and stitched to a manner that you will have to do certain things to become a CFE. So one part of it is, of course, the trainer-led classes. That's the most important thing. Let's suppose you're getting in your practice test 60%. If you attend the training, you will be reaching to a 90% on the mock test itself, and you will feel the difference of your understanding. All right. Then mock test and study material that you will get. We have so there is a difference. You can obviously appear for the course directly as well. CFE gives you 2000 pages workbook to study yourself, build up your concept and appear for the examination. Apart from that, we give you a short workbook which is totally curated by authorized trainers only and curated only for this course. And that, that book is fine-tuned with your examination. How a concept will be asked, basically. How a concept question will be made. That book will explain you that. And then we have got online study groups. So each group will be taking a challenge together and we will be hand-holding everybody. And you will also hear our clients who've become successful CFEs with us. They will also give you a gist about their journey and how the course has been structured and formatted. The exam registration fee is $400. So this is the only exam registration fee. This is meant for people who just want to buy the exam keys directly with ACFE. You can go and directly buy the exam keys also from ACFE. But all that preparation and everything then retains with you. And reattempting fees with our course, if at all you're doing our course, it will be $50. Okay, so this is I hope I'm clear here. What is the roadmap? So what we're going to do here, first, the most important thing is check your eligibility. So we will be first screening your profile, checking your eligibility, then we will be registering you for the exam review course. Okay, so you have option of virtual and physical both. Physical we have once in a quarter only in any of the metro, the Delhi, Mumbai and Bangalore, that we announce and let you know. Anyone who wants to do a physical class, which are available only once in a quarter. Virtual classes are available twice a month. So we have got two sessions till about March that going to be running together. And you have since we keep our classes very lean, not more than 10 to 15 folks that we put in one class. Hence, we have to do two classes at times in a loop sessions, and you will be having an opportunity to have sessions all around the year, month on month. Then the ACFE application process support, pre-preparation assistance by Netrika. So this is very important that we will be hand-holding you, we will be totally supporting you in an application, and there are many things before even you start your journey and even start understanding the concepts or even start accessing your study material. There's an application which needs to be filled. For that, we will be giving you 100% support, and there's a pre-prep before even coming for the classes that we're going to help you on with. mock test, and it's a 100% hand holding that we are there. The trainers are there, the counselors are there, and there are their customer relationship manager is also there with you throughout your journey till the time. It's our challenge also that we will be making you a CFE within 30 to 60 days, and then the final examination schedule. This is the last step that you do while you are on the journey, that you schedule your exam once you are totally thorough with everything. So why live instructor-led classes with Netrika? This is I will explain you all of this, while I'm sure there are few confused people as well. Will be very confused that are we talking about CFE as a whole, or maybe the classes by Netrika. So we are talking about, so there are two ways to do or become a CFE. This is what I like to be very transparent about when even I talk to any of the candidate or person who's wanting to become a CFE, that you could also do or become CFE directly, but it's not an easy exam. We have seen people taking 6 months at least on a self-prep journey to become a CFE. But here, when ACFE is only organize these exam review sessions across the globe, because they have also identified that you need help. It's not that easy. So we will be then the live instructor classes came in picture, which gives you a 4-day dedicated learning on the subjects. Then these subjects and these classes are totally fine-tuned and coincides in a question answer format with live examples. So if you're teaching your concept, we will be letting you also know that how this concept will be framed in the examination. Let's suppose you self-learn something and you understood the concept, but you don't know how that question will appear, how these that's why we say the course that we are taking you through is totally fine-tuned with the examination. Okay, you also have an opportunity to do a remedial or re-attend a session in case any unfinished preparation is there, or you think that you were not 100% could be present in the class that day. It's a complimentary session up to 2 classes, up to 2 subjects that you can also do with our course. Then the prep course and the model test papers will be also, it's an end-to-end course. Will be there. The model test, you have the access to the model test papers, mock test. You have networking opportunities. You will be having a group of people who will be doing the course together, with whom you will be also learning and networking. And then the examination will be from the portions. That's what we say. The what we teach is it's going to come in the examination. We tell you that you mark this point. This is very important in terms of the examination. The examination will come from the portion taught in the class only, because if you're getting into those that 2000 book, if you're doing a self-prep journey, you would not know what is important and what's not. You have to self-prepare yourself on each and every point. But when you're coming to a fine-tuned course, which is called examination review course, you will be, the entire study material is fine-tuned to the examination, and the passing percentage is of course more than what you are vis-a-vis to your self-prep journey. All right, so this is what I had to say. Why instructor-led classes? Yes, so we have been able to conduct more than 25 classes from last 2020. When 2019 September, we became the authorized training partner. We did 2 physical classes, but the pandemic came in, and then we started virtual classes. We've done more than 20 classes already, and 1 session which is starting on Sunday. So we have been able to generate these passing result. Okay, this passing result is also dependent upon how a serious candidate is, and is he following to what we are saying. So this is the result that we have. Yeah, so can I have any questions anyone has before we move on to the prep questions, which will be we will be acquainting you with the kind of question from each subject
What is the passing percentage for this exams, 4 sessions?
75%. So 100 questions, you have to have 75 questions correct.
And is there any negative marking?
No, not.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions? You
Are
can
these
ask.
subjective questions or only objective?
Yeah, these are MCQs, multiple choice questions.
Multiple choice questions.
Yeah, that's why the confusion is more. Two answers appear to be an answer, but they are not. That's why we teach you how to read a question. We will be taking you through this sample prep of each subject, which a trainer of the day will take you through, and then we'll explain you how you need to go about the question. Yeah.
Hi, Suruchi.
Is there any number of questions in a paper? Is it limited or fixed or what?
100.
100.
Okay.
can
Hi,
take
hi.
questions.
Can I ask my question?
Yeah, sure. Please say your name and ask your question.
Yeah. So my name is Sandeep Suruchi, and I have already enrolled with Netrika. And yeah, I went through the study material, and I would be attending my first class tomorrow. So it is going to be for law. So my question is around that, when I attempted the practice exam, the score is coming out to be anything between 70 to 80%. 75, 80%. So my question is around, is it like that, after attending the class, what would be the best strategy to appear for the exam? Is it like, after attending the class, or, spending 2-3 more days with the concepts and then appearing for the exam, and how to go about the next exam and next class?
I will explain you. Maybe we will also do an orientation before your session starts on Sunday. Okay, be rest assured, all of these questions will be answered there. Here, I would like to call out Mr. Mukherjee and explain him that if he's at 75, what is he missing out at, and what is the minimum that he must have on the mock test if he's preparing for a final exam. Yeah.
So we recommend that in the mock question you should be always scoring upwards of 95% to be sure 200% that you would be making the mark very easily. So now, Sandeep, the way you are scoring as of now, I'm sure after you take the classes, your percentile will definitely go in that particular bracket.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
After even attending the course, we will tell you what before the final exam you need to little bit of prepare. We will let you know on that. Okay? We'll make sure that you are, when you're preparing for final exam, that you pass it. Okay.
Sure. That was helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions?
The fees which you have told is like $400 is per exam fees, or it's like
This is an examination fees. I'm so sorry. I think this is only the examination fee. The course review fee I will explain you. This is only the examination fee that is there. Since it's an end-to-end course, I will take you through the final fee as well. Okay. Mr. Siddharth was asking some question, right? Mr. Siddharth, can you please unmute yourself and ask? I'm not able to access the chat box.
Sure. Hi, Suruchi. I had a small question regarding, does the Netrika also provide some sort of job assistance or something of that sort after clearing the certification?
So sorry, but you will be surely, since we're not a job provider or we're not a job portal even, so you will be added to a group which are like a good network of people who become CFE, and as a consulting firm, we are also into staffing into the same roles. We also approach you for many roles that the client comes up with or any openings. So we've been in this business for past 8 years as a consulting firm, consulting into fraud and investigation apart from the trainings as well. All right. So we do have opportunities that we first give a preference to our candidates.
Hi, Suruchi. This is Dilip Shukla.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Shukla, tell me please.
Can I know that what is the percentage of security professionals appearing for the CFE in the past year?
Sir, if I've been able to do 250 people, 50% of them were security professionals. I will also separately on your email ID or maybe your WhatsApp will share certain people who've done very recently the courses, and there are many. I can share the list with you. 50% of our audience was security professional, because security and investigation internal audit also go hand in hand. They have certain investigation responsibilities and fraud examining responsibilities, hence they do this course, and obviously the career prospects as well. So we'll park more question to the next part of the session. We will just cover this up for you, and thus we will reach to the question answer part again. Thank you for being so patient. Over to you, Suraj sir.
Yeah. So we'll just take you through a few sample questions just to give an idea. So like, for example, in investigation,
one thing I want to just add here. So once we are reading out this question, Mr. Mukherjee will be building up your concept around this question. We want you to answer in the chat what do you think, and in your present knowledge that you think the answer is. Right, Suraj sir?
Hi Suruchi. The thing is, we are unable to see these options because the screen is completely covered.
Yeah, so we are not doing a poll. We are just saying in the chat you can put an answer, or you can even call out the answer by unmuting yourself. So there is no such.
See the screen? Yeah, are you able to see the screen and the question and the options?
The options are covered. These options are covered, as I see. Yeah, now it is fine. Thank you.
It's fine. Okay.
Lag in the system. Okay, this is the question. Yeah, go ahead, please, sir.
Which of the following statements concerning public records is most accurate? Now, what is important to note in the reference of the question is most accurate. So there could be two right answers out here. So the options are: public records are valuable for obtaining background information on individuals. Option 2, or rather option B, public records are useful for searching banking records. Option C, public records are those maintained by public companies. And option D, public records are the primary source of individual health information. So which one is you all feel is the right answer?
A. Option A.
Yes. So Suruchi, we will go to the answer. Yes, it is answer A, because public records are documents that government agency is required to keep by law, or that are necessary to discharge the duties imposed by law. Public records, which can generally be accessed by the public, as the name suggests, and are thus available to anyone who wishes to use them, can be helpful for fraud examination purpose. Now, what is important to note out here is that the other option, that whether it's banking records or health records, these records are non-public information, and we are not supposed to access those information without a voluntary disclosure by the complainant or by a court order through which we can access those documents through the relevant authorities. We are under no circumstances supposed to access these documents without the proper authority. So in your investigation career, you may have till now been doing so many things which you will understand in which domain it falls. So then you are a more educated individual as far as what the law states. Okay, so we'll go to the next one, Suruchi. So this one is from financial transaction and fraud scheme. Which of the following is not a red flag of a fraudulent credit card transaction? Not. See the word, not a red flag. A customer insists on taking a large item home even when delivery is included. Second option, a customer buys a small number of expensive items at one time. Option C, a customer charges many expensive items to a newly valid card. And option D, a customer cannot provide a photo identification when requested. Which one of the following is not a indicator that a fraudulent credit card transaction is happening?
Second one.
Yeah. So
A is the answer.
Okay, A is also come. A lot of people are answering B. Any more answers? D. Okay. So yes, B is the right answer. because what you can see is that even if I get a new credit card, I may buy a small amount of items which are costly, expensive, because that could be quite a natural transaction. But when I am not able to identify myself when it is being asked for, or buying too many expensive items in one go, or stopping or refusing free delivery of item at home, is an indicator that the person doesn't want to get recognized or doesn't want to track or get traced where the material finally has gone. Okay, so good. I think a lot of people have given the correct answer. Next, one sample from fraud detection and fraud prevention piece. In general, a corporation cannot be held vicariously liable for the acts of an employee unless the employee acted for the ostensible purpose of benefiting the corporation. Is it true or false? So an employee is going ahead and doing a fraud.
False.
Under what circumstances?
False.
Okay. So a lot of things have come, but the correct answer is true. Corporations and other organizations may be held liable for criminal act of the employees if those acts are done in the course and the scope of their employment and for the ostensible purpose of benefiting the corporation. An employee's acts are generally considered to be in course and scope of the employment if the employee has actual authority or apparent authority to engage in those acts. Apparent authority means that a third party would reasonably believe the employees are authorized to perform the acts on behalf of the organization. So if an insurance agent comes and missells a policy to us, we would not be deemed to think that he is not doing the right job or he is not presenting the facts of the particular policy or the scheme properly. We have every right to believe him. So in case he is doing an act which is benefiting the organization, because the organization is at the end of the day selling the policy, but at the same time the employee is also getting his or her commission or incentives, but finally the whole thing is going to the organization.
Any doubt on this concept? We build upon more because I see most of the guys answered incorrect answer. Anything anyone wants to ask here? All right, we'll move to the next part, which is for law. Yes, over to you.
So in addition to prohibiting bribes to foreign officials, so this is a question on FCPA or Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, which is part of the syllabus. In addition to prohibiting bribes to foreign officials for business purposes, the US FCPA prohibits facilitating payments or grease payments made to foreign officials to facilitate the officials' ability to perform their duties. True or false?
True.
I'm getting mixed answers. Yes, some true, some false in the chat box. So we move to the answer.
It's a false.
Yes, it's a false. While the FCPA prohibits bribes to foreign officials for business purpose, it does not prohibit grease payments. It contains an explicit exception for certain types of payment known as facilitating payments or grease payments made to expedite or secure performance of a routine government action. So it's like you are paying a little bit of money to the office peon to make sure that the file is moving fast. Those kind of things are allowed. But this is something which is as per law in FCPA, it is allowed.
Thank you so much. We come to the end of the sample prep question. I hope you got a glimpse of what sort of questions, how a concept. We showed you certain modules that are covered. How a concept and through a question is built upon. Actually, that's what our purpose is to show here. Now, I also like to, along with Mr. Mukherjee, we have ACFE has 3 authorized trainers in India who are authorized to teach you and bring up your concept on the course. They are available only in India, the 3 authorized trainers. So one of them, of course, is Mr. Surat Mukherjee, who's our co-speaker as well. We've heard him on what exactly is managing and what is his role and what is his expertise that he brings onto the table while he's teaching the course. So you will, of course, the kind of knowledge and the skill set and the expertise and years of experience each trainer brings on, you will all obviously, it will be an additional advantage for everyone to learn from them on the concept. That's why the trainers, all the 3 trainers, are very well experienced, more than 25 years experience. The trainers, each trainer possess. Anything you want to add about this, Surat sir, about yourself?
No, that's fine. I think I have already given a brief introduction, and we again will give one in the class. So,
of course. So this is the most Surat sir classes are most successful ones. So we have classes over all the trainers. So it's upon the availability. So Mr. Surat Mukherjee is our star trainer along with all. So all trainers are of course equally knowledgeable, equally experts. And you have Mr. Surat Mukherjee today. You might hear Mr. Sanjay Kaushik, who's also the MD for Netrika. He's also, many of you today who've joined us today know Mr. Sanjay Kaushik. He's also an ARVP to ACES International. So he's the region ARVP, so ACES International. He's also the MD. That's what I told you, that he's also MD to Netrika Consulting. He's a proud CFE and the authorized trainer for ACFE in India. He's having more than 26 of experience on his shoulder, teaching and fraud and doing fraud examination all throughout his life. And it will be a value add for you to learn with him and be on your journey to CFE with Mr. Kaushik. Then the 3rd trainer that we have is the first authorized trainer in India, Mr. Colonel Dhavalgi. He was the first authorized trainer in India to teach CFE course. He's also an author of a book called Deceit, Detection and Interrogation. He's a retired colonel having more than 29 years of relevant experience in different domains. He's worked with many Big Fours and also now an executive director at Netrika, handling the forensic and investigation practice. A CFE who has been teaching right from 2019, since Netrika become the authorized trainer. He's been teaching the folks and sailing them through their journey to become a CFE. Moving on to the guest of the today, we want you to hear out our guest who have completed their journey with a Netrika's exam review course by ACFE. So I would request Mr. Shashank Agarwal. I would like to invite him. Shashank, can you hear me? Are you there?
Yes, Ruchi, I'm there. I'm very well there.
Thank you so much for joining in. Shashank is a finance officer, chief finance officer with one of the top most boarding school which is located in Dehradun. Got 14 years of experience in the field of finance and accounts, taxation, auditing and internal controls. Just completed his journey. Just recently became a certified fraud examiner last month. Would be so happy to hear his opinion, why he wanted to become a CFE and what he looks forward to add after becoming a CFE, and how was his journey on becoming a CFE with Netrika. Yeah, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Suruchi, and hi guys, hi Suruchi, hi Surat sir, hi Karan, and hi everybody. So it's so nice to connect with all of you after so long. And so let me start. So my name is Shashank, and I'm a chartered accountant by profession, and I've worked in the capacity of the finance officer with the education industry. So, as a part of my finance and accounting work, I have been an auditor to many banks and many private financial institutions. Fraud is everywhere. Fraud is everywhere. Even if an employee carries an office calculator home for the personal use, it's kind of fraud. I wanted to investigate and learn more about why people commit fraud and how to prevent. the fraud? And if already committed, how to detect? This is something which is not easy. So hence I just got to know about the CFE course through some of my colleagues, and then I was just like, I was at cloud 9. I just wanted to pursue this course, and hence I enrolled for the CFE. And I just did not enroll it just as a mere course, but I enrolled it as a dream, like a project. Fraud has always been a very, very smiting concept to me as an auditor. I always used to find the red flags of something, some wrongdoings in whatever vouchers I checked or the invoice I used to approve. And apart from that, I have been writing some articles on the fraud prevention and internal controls also for some very print media and some legal forums, such like taxation. So this course has given me a good insight into how to get into this profile, how to understand what are the fraudulent activities the people may commit, what is the psychology before and after the person commits a fraud, how do they rationalize their actions. So this course and the trainers of the Netrika, they actually helped me in the holistic understanding of the concept. I remember we all were very open to participate in the discussions and share our practical experiences, and the trainers, they went overboard to make us understand the concepts thoroughly. Each session was for 8 hours, guys, and trust me, I never felt drained or worn out even till the end. I just wanted the session to continue, and all credit goes to Surat sir especially. And it was very much informed, very much profound learning, and Netrika actually has played a very, very big role in my accomplishments. And one more thing I want to add here is that to pursue CFE, the patience, perseverance, confidence, and thorough understanding of the concepts are the key consideration. Apart from the time management, you have to manage your time very well. You have to manage your time very, very well, because you all are, the working professionals. You have your family commitments as well. But apart from that, how to give time to CFE? This is something which is very important, that the time management plus the zeal to do it. But you will do it. I believe it.
Yeah, absolutely. So time management, we give you certain heads up that how much time you should be spending on to this, even in the pre-prep before you come down for the classes. And we tell you that there are certain rules to follow, because you need to commit to the course. All right, we will do our job and stuff, but if you are not committed to yourself, it's not going to be an easy journey for you, right, Shashank? And you were
That's right,
for sure very committed participant of ours, and we are so happy to support you. Best of luck.
Thank you, Suruchi. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
I want to Miss Keerthana Mahadevan. Yeah. Hi, Keerthana, you there? You able to hear me?
Yes, Suruchi, I'm here. Thank you for having me. And hello to Surat sir. It's good to see you again, sir.
Yeah, same. Thank you.
Thank you. So hello everyone. Happy to connect with you all in this platform. And I'm here to share my experience on why I became a fraud examiner and the process of it. So I got to know about this course through a friend, and it was very intuitive. You just get to know what is happening in the ground level. You get to uncover lots of things. And I was into public accounting, and I was closely working with IRS in the US, and we used to uncover a lot of tax frauds also. So that spanned my excitement to uncover this course, and I started pursuing it with Netrika. And believe me when I say this, they just held my hand together throughout this whole process of becoming a CFE. Right from the initiation and application of the process, everything was with them, and I had no role to play, literally just to study and write the exam. That was all about it, truthfully. And one more thing I'd like to add in this platform here, so that you guys could know how we went through, is I had one person ask this question about how what should be the gap between two exams and all these things. I'd like to answer this because I had been in that position earlier. So my opinion would be that it will be prudent if you attempt the examination before you go for the next class or the session, because once you do all those questions after you attend the session and all those things, it gives you a very good idea of what's going to come into the examination. And one more very important point is that Monica didn't let me take up an exam unless and until I got 95 marks and above in that subject. That's so true. Okay, I used to write more than 10 practice exams to attempt an exam. So these guys gonna hold you and take you throughout together.
One of the counselor and relationship manager who was helping her. Yes, that means we don't we did not let you appear for the final exam till the time you are confident that you are there. Right?
Yeah, it was. I know. I remember texting Monica every time Monica got only 85% or 90%. She'll be like, do more. It's not enough. You can't do this. More. So they keep pushing you to achieve beyond your limits and to become a CFE within the stipulated time. So I'd like to say that you guys are in good hands and all the best for your future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kirtana. Thanks for your kind words.
Thank you.
Best of luck. Thanks for being there today with us. Moving on to the final thing that we are here, and then we move on to the question answers. So in case anyone planning to join the exam review course, these are the available classes there. 6th is Sunday that people are starting off their subject, so you're a little late on that. We at least need 10 days of yours to prepare you before you come down for the classes. As you saw, one of the candidate who's starting the course on 6th, Mr. Sandeep is already on the prep mode, and now doing starting his classes on Sunday. That we need that much time. So you have an option to start on 27th February. That's going to be four week, and then 13th March. That's going to be another session that's going to be available with you. So a lot of questions on the fees around the fees now that we have at the moment is USD 1,999. It keeps on changing. Depends upon what ACFE gives us to offer actually. So these offers and everything are run by ACFE. They control that, and now we have a USD 1,999. It's a full course. Okay, it's a full course, end to end. Nothing is hidden here. Examination, your attempt, examination keys, your short book, your exam preparation long book, your membership, your CP certification, your examination application support, your classes, remedial classes, everything is part of this course. It's not something that we're going to teach you and then we tell you, okay, buy your examination keys, then appear for the exam. We're not only the trainers to it, and we are legitimate trainers that we are running the show on behalf of ACFE. We are not just the course material. That every year ACFE also refines the outline. So this year 2022 edition is being launched. So anyone who tells you that I become a CFE, I can teach you how to become one, will not have the course material with him, because ACFE changes course material every year, and somebody who's become a 2021 CFE will not have that material, and the accesses are also deactivated once you become a CFE. So we are teaching a legitimate course which is there only with us, and the course content is the most important thing while you are on your journey to ACFE. CFE. Okay, moving on to the question answer, last round of question answer. Anyone can unmute and ask.
Hi Suruchi, Aman this side.
One question from Vinayak. Kirtana, if she's answered or not. She became a CFE, I think, within 45 days or 60 days maximum. She attempted and passed all her subjects in the first go. So that's answer to Vinayak. Yes. Please, Aman, go ahead.
Yeah, hi Suruchi, just wanted to confirm, do we need to, attempt all 4 exams in one sitting, or we can do it at different time frames?
Different time frames. You're not required to. That I said that somewhere in my slide that these are not to be taken together. These are 4 separate exams. Can be planned also. That today, Sunday, I'm taking a class, I'm appearing for that particular subject on Thursday. Then next, you can schedule according to your class that you're in.
So is there any maximum window where we have to complete all these 4 exams? sorry, I joined this session a bit late and I missed the earlier slides which you must have told.
Yeah, 60 days from the date of first examination. If you activated your key, it appeared for one exam, rest also needs to be done within 60 days.
Okay, thank you, Suruchi.
So one question I have, Mr. Pramod Bhilare, that if he's there, any recertification required once you... first of all, I welcome you, Mr. Bhilare. We have a very old connect and we've been in touch for, I think, since the start of Netrika. Thank you for joining us today. So you have a question, any recertification required once you clear the exams? Once you become a CFE, you are a CFE. Only a requirement is that, like other international courses, that you need to at least keep your CFE membership intact and keep giving them earning the CPE point that can be earned while doing any of the small short courses, any of your responsibilities that you are catering on day-to-day basis, any trainings, any webinar, seminar that you're attending, getting participation certificate that you have to provide every year to them as a support of your practice. That's it. Nothing, no recertification, no exam will be. Once a CFE is always a CFE, just that you need to keep the designation alive. Surat sir, do you have anything to say on this? On the recertification and
No, so yeah. So you keep on doing, and the professional journey, as Suruchi you mentioned, that you need to kind of prove the continuous learning methodology, which is very important for the professional upliftment and the quality that they want their professionals to maintain. So, but there are several avenues. So, conferences, seminars, your own job role, you are training somebody in an authorized manner, all that adds up to that.
Absolutely. So you can you don't have to do the examination all over again. I would like to tell you. Any more questions do we have? You can unmute yourself.
Good evening, Suruchi. Towards the side, I had one question. When you're talking about the hand holding, I just wanted to ask that do you provide career counseling as well to people like who are on the younger side? Because I feel I'm quite young and I'm taking this course. I'm basically
So you absolutely, all the trainers are there, very well experienced. They are available for any sort of, even apart from the course, you would like to seek any career advice. And we are also there in the business for more than 8 years. We will be happy to advise you on different junctures.
Sure, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Any minimum professional experience? Yes, you need minimum 2 years of experience. I'm so sorry. No one can start their journey if they don't have that kind of an experience. Into fraud, audit, taxation, there are about 60 domains and 60 different KRAs that you need to be at least should be having the experience on it. And obviously graduation, you need to be a graduate. Yes, any more questions before we wind up the session today?
So, Suruchi, I have a question. Does Netrika also gives a certification for CIA?
No.
Achha.
You are? Can I know your name?
Vinayak Nikar.
All right, Vinayak. No, we are not the authorized for partner for CIA. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Any more questions? I think we have been able to deal with all the questions, queries all across. We will be there. I'll just leave my number here in the chat box. Anyone wants to personally connect with me on anything related to CFE as an examination, not only in terms of this course, exam review course, please contact me and I'll be happy to help. And we're also available, all the trainers are available on LinkedIn. We will be dropping the LinkedIn handles on the chat box. You can always connect with the trainers and uncover what you would like to know and what you could not understand today. Thank you so much for everyone who could join us and who couldn't join us. We will be sharing this recording. Any of your friend wanted to join and could not join us today, we're sharing the recording of this session. You may forward them that. Thank you so much. Be happy to connect further with every one of you personally. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice
Thank
day.
you.
Take care and be safe, everyone.
Thank you, Suraj sir. I think there was something. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.